So welcome to our first series of FC26, where we'll be setting up camp with a club who began its life in 1999, couple of pals, a ball and a dream, and fast forward to today, where they've defied the odds, achieving a record-breaking 12 promotions in 25 seasons. From the Crawley and District League, we're now placing them in League 2. That's right, Dorking Wanderers. They've climbed the football pyramid like an alky up the Weatherspoon stairs after 15 Guinnesses. Meadowbank is where we call home, built on blood, sweat and tears, battling from the trenches that the boys dug themselves. And now the lads that we'll be using in the first season will be the real-life Dorking Warriors. I did my research, stats from scratch, and ChatGPT. I even spoke to Eddie Warbank at the club, top geezer. But every player from their crossing down to how they itch their bollocks has a value. And I have included the Excel doc in the description if you want to play along. Now some of these lads I've got Bob on, Alfie Rutherford. I don't know if I could tell the difference between in-game and real life, but Noel McManus. I'm sorry mate, I don't even know why you're Indian. But it's not all about the skill of the players, it's about will. And no one has more than the manager. Step aside Tank. This year, no one could replace Marky White. Somewhere between inspired leadership and blind stubbornness. It just works. He's the kind of manager who will outsmart, outwork, and most definitely outswear anyone in his way. Mark White proves that football isn't about money, fame, or fancy stadiums. It's about heart, grit, and occasionally wearing your wife's jeans. Sorry, Gaff. I don't know why he's come out all Manny Pacquiao though. But you can't tell me I've got the bottoms wrong. But manager, chairman, founder and owner, the man to take us to the top of the tree. We've got 10 years to be crowned champs of the lot. Now before we go any further, big shout out to a bunch of amateurs. Let's face it, without that YouTube channel, we wouldn't be doing this series. Absolutely unbelievable creators over there. If you don't know already, go and get subbed, because it's just top class content. Link for them boys will be in the description. Now Mark's important, but we need the players to drag us kicking and screaming into the upper echelons of the English pyramid. And as always, we won't be making a single signing in Season 1. But with the 3-5-2, Tank and Mark do have something in common. And it's not the hairline. Mark bought and paid for his. So for the jewel in Mark's crown, Captain Carter working both boxes. And you know this man arrives in a box daily. Look at him. Loving you. And it'll be Jimmy and Denon providing width. Something about the 8s and 10s, and I'm still trying to work that out, to be honest. And the two big bad dads up front, Jason and Alfie, should be scoring hatful. Always a tactical mastermind looking for an extra man at the back. And a couple young lads coming through the ranks. Josh Hebber, an out-and-out winger. Jack Saunders, a classy little midfield general. And then Seb Tuta Caballero. Yes, he has an afro. He's going to be special. But the youth lads, Max Walsh, always nice to have a keeper. Albert French, naughty little left-back option. 14-year-old bruiser though. What's he been doing knocking around the playground, nicking kids' laboobos? Cam Smith, 67 to 91 potential centre-back. Tony Craig will be taking you under his wing, son. And Glover will rotate through the forwards. But the one that's got me moist in my seat. Moist anyway. ACL recovery is a bitch. Ewan Marsh, blistering pace and a dead ball specialist. Yeah lad, I'm getting a Dorking shirt with your name on the back. Now speaking of kits, I have done my best, but EA, when are you going to update the kit options? I feel like I'm knocking around in TK Maxx digging through 3-year-old designs. Dorking kits though are flames. Anyone in the media team want to send me a couple? I am a large. Now, did you know that you can support the CMK channel even more with a new year of EAFC? Let's pay a little bit more to this channel. Don't worry, nothing's going to be changing. Just more chances to get involved with the king. So $1.99 for those who want to jump into live chats and react to episodes in real time. $2.99 for the princes. Chance to see yourself in rebuilds and RTGs, just like Gary and Luca before ya. And then $3.99 for the big spenders, the top whack. In addition to everything else, talk with me directly via DM for custom sliders. Anyone who gets involved will be shouted out at the end of every single video. So become a member like Dave Brown, proper legend. And if you weren't already married, mate, I'd kiss ya. But out of respect for your missus, I'll keep it tucked. Anyway, that's a football. So, Season 1 with the Wanderers. Sights set on promotion, but in the hands of non-league players. So if you're excited for the 10-year jobby that we've got on down here in Dorking, get liking, but most importantly, get commenting, ideas for the series, transfer suggestions, and well, I don't know, dog's abuse if you want. All goes towards the YouTube algorithm, I think. But in our opener for the new league season, familiar foes Chesterfield. Two very different fates since their previous meeting, when Dorking give them a good cheek clapping 2 seasons ago. Mark seems to have a bit of previous with the manager though. George! Fuck off! Wouldn't dare look at your gaff. Now early on this season, it all needs to be about intensity on the break. And well, early on, Charlie Carter penetrating from deep. Oh, I could only imagine Charles. But continuing the early pressure, Alfie Rutherford, curling effort, gets rebutted. But as Chesterfield grow into the game, like standing at a cliff edge, Tony Craig, old Ed, decides to go diving and meets the rocky abyss below. So the Spartanites take the lead, and no matter how smart the moves were in the final third, the boys were bopping it around like a drunk dad at a family do. And just like it ended up with points dropped, holes penetrated, about 15 samosas consumed. Is that just more family get-togethers? So next up was a visit from an arch nemesis of Marky Mark's, the Dons. Hepburn Murphy stealing a march on Tony Craig, running through custard, bless him, but gets back in time to leave the nippy frontman with a face full of artificial turf. Game though as open as your missus' legs after bottomless brunch. Turf was moistened to perfection as Denon Lewis, unlike his time on Love Island, this time was able to finish. Corner only half cleared though as Mendes Lang swings one back into the mixer, but the big man bun covering his flapping keeper. Ever mobile Alfie Rutherford rat up a drain pipe, never allowing a defender a moment's peace. His ball into the back stick finds the flying Quaver, but his crisp effort fails to hit the target. That's me thinking he might be on the packet. He then dishes up a hospital pass for Carter. Call an ambulance, call an ambulance. And Jimmy McShane says, not for me. Switching sides like a prime Sam Smith. Finds Lewis flying down the wing. The ball eventually does find its way back into Dan Gallagher, and his strong effort is palmed away. There's a glimmer of something special here, boys. So on to the visit of Fleetwood, and we hand a start to young lad Marsh. Just 10 minutes in, let's not do anything oh yeah, it's too late. The golfing class was really shown in this one. This lad left the Dorking defence like a couple of old blokes taking their grandkids to school on a Saturday. Not a clue what day of the week it is. Now, a word on Harrison Foulkes, because sometimes he pulls off perlers like this, and sometimes he's like a bungalow. He's got nothing going on upstairs. But for their second, it's just calamitous. Points being dropped, like Villa's odds to be relegated this season. And in the final game before the Christmas period, we visit a team with massive respect for each other, just like this channel and Barfy boys. I tell ya, when episode 1 of Oldham drops, best know I'm forgetting my missus and son even exists. But James McShane forgot all about respect with this opener. He cuts across it like a woman on a motorway. Look, Mark, I can say it, the FA can't touch me. The outside on the strike though, Bear Grylls will be dropping it a follower. Captain Carter with feet that'd have Oscar Pistorius reaching for the shooter, and Marsh burning up the ground in front of him. 2 touches and the third, too hot for the keeper's gloves to handle. This man might have only just opened his account in the highlighted games, but the sim games he's chefing. 2 up gives Harrison enough time to show off for the cameras. Why didn't he just collect it though? Makes my balls jump up into my stomach sometimes. But to put it beyond doubt, Alfie, the gunslinger, will be slinging more than guns about tonight. Well, when I say put it beyond doubt, Oldham do have a late attempt to come back. Savable effort slips through Folksy, and to test Mark's blood pressure in the final minutes, gives them a second. Shut me hand, gaff. Let's get a booth booked for the Christmas night out. Folksy, you're taxiing on your own, son. So come Jesus' birthday, Dorking sitting in 11th. 33 points, but only 2 off playoffs. Tighter than an unsnatch up there. But as it is the time for giving, it's time to announce the winner of the FC26 giveaway. Many submissions over many platforms. Thank you to all who got involved. But let's spin that wheel and see who will walk away victorious. Over 135 of you got involved, and the winner will be... it's Daniel_Brumo7. Make sure that you comment down below to claim your prize. Then I'll DM you to sort out logistics. So then, back to Dorking. Now, Louis Annesley didn't even send me the 2 drunk going home text. And the Indian League as well. I like chili chips as much as the next man, but alright. But sticking to the youth-only incomings this season, Nicholson, 6'2", big ginger centre-back option. Leachy, right-sided centre-back, a little bit more classy, a little bit more mobile. Nicky Dunn, right winger. By the looks of him, he could do a job at cam or second striker. Harrison John, a false 9 striker, adds another forward coming off the bench. But the 2 boys having me frothing. Tom King. If you've watched Bath's Accrington RTG, you know this name holds a lot of weight. And finally, my darling, you in the headband, you are different gravy. You and Dawson, out and out winger, blistering pace. I have a feeling that we could be looking at the Ewan duo driving inside, linking up to devastating effect. We'll sign all of these lads up to the first team and see who shines come back end of the season.
Alright, Walshy, settle down. Are you threatening me? You gonna kill me?
But there is a question to be asked there. Folksy or Walsh taking us forward? Well, both of them will get their chance in a back nine. Let's see who can drive the green. So back into the highlights, second half of the season. A late push for playoffs, sort of sneak into autos. Well, anything less will be a failure. Well, giving the new lads time on grass will be key. And in this first game away at Barnet, all eyes are on the high flyer Dawson. Others drafted in across the pitch to stake their claim. Well, with less than 15 minutes on the clock, it's one of our OGs, Alfie Rutherford. Power off that 5-head, keeper unable to get down in time. But as a youth promote, bet yourself in, nothing silly for the first. Yeah, Nicholson gives away a pen 0 minutes in. And it's Stutter to call Walsh's bluff straight down the throat of it. But Dawson causing issues inside and outside, just like that infection that you picked up during Freshers Week. But no cream can stop this lad. It's all about protection. Lewis wraps it, last-ditch defending. But it feels like something was going to give. Well, it was a give and go with the king, and Dawson creates a yard for himself, and on the fall purchases a ticket to the National Lottery. And the lads won the jackpot. Some standout performances from the youngsters. King with 2 assists, Dawson with the winner. Youngsters abusing pensioners. Sounds like a council estate in the back arse of Moss side. Next up was a trip to the Midlands, Shrewsbury, and an emotional return to the channel for Taylor Perry. Well, I'd have been in tears if it had opened the scoring just after half an hour. Not to be squeezed out completely by the young lads, old Ed McShane sends one whistling over the keeper. He's flapping like your mum in a strong breeze. Could almost take off at times there. But battle of the captains, Carter has had Perry tucked away in his pocket. Magic moment from TP though, picks out the striker. But by hook or by crook, folks, he will keep him out. But it's that combo again, the king and the headband. Swings an inviting ball in, just for Harrison to meet it like a Tinder date in the park. Keeper would have been feeling like he's seen a couple man with North Face jackets. And on Facebook Live. How old is he? 17, you nonce. Notts Forest the next away day to keep the momentum chugging, and it's Alfie's effort too good not to parry. Lewis follows in for the first, but Marshy, the real star of the show now. So fun, just bombing inside, outside, striking from distance. The lad's got it all. It's only a matter of time until he gets his Hall of Fame moment, but constant pressure against County paid dividends. Lewis and Alfie on the break, sweeping the second. And for all the heat that he's been getting, folksy, someone real stops recently. It's a shame that our first unexpected moment sees him out for a significant period, which gave Walshy his chance in net. First couple of minutes against Gillingham, it's Route 1 football at its finest. Flick on beats the back three, and it's Walshy to make himself big. It's Palmer Holden again, slipping into the penalty area, but Walshy smothers it like a rich grandma, only for the chavvy cousins to swoop in and nab the inheritance anyway. And with an incredible run of form looking to come to an end, it's a corner whipped in, half cleared, and finds the awaiting Marshy, chest touch and the big dipper. A volley cleaner than my internet history when I hear my missus walking up the stairs. But the thought to attempt that from there, it's filthier than what I actually was watching. Time for one last go, and Walshy. Alright mate, you made your point earlier about playing. Never have I seen hand technique like that since Maradona. Oh come on, what do you think I was going to say the last time I bashed me bishop in the mirror? So our perfect run comes to a stuttering halt, and Salford one of those up our ring piece, until Alf gives this one a good old spanking. We all knew that this man was a bagsman, but there's questions about the step up. Wow, he stepped up like a priest at a school disco. Doesn't know how he's got there, but goddamn he's going to take advantage. Football in this side now is absolute liquid. Dawson when he can find time and space, and his namesake on the other side, the two most dangerous wingers in the league on their day. And John like a tramp on the chips of Broad Street. Doesn't matter how scrappy, gobbles anything. 2 to the good, playoff football, all but confirmed. No way we throw away from hit. Well, yeah, it's just one goal, but there's nowhere that we're going. Yeah, we've pissed away a 2-goal lead to have our season hanging in the balance. I don't know why this geezer's celebrating like he's just scored in the Champions League final. Grow up, you fanny. So it comes down to this final game of the season. Newport visit Meadowbank with us a point ahead of 8th. Anything less than a win could see us drop out altogether. Fast start from Marsh and signature run and strike, fingertips to thwart. But Dawson this time drags his full-back inside, drawing out his centre-backs like a kebabi window on a Saturday night. Gives a chance for John to lace one past the on-Russian goalkeeper. Newport though refusing to take it lying down. Baker Richardson, pure back shots. Newport level just before the break. But just before the hour mark, Marsh picks up the ball wide. Plays a well-timed 1-2 with the King. Thinks about making the touchline, but can see the emerging run of who else but Captain Carter. And you know what we said about arriving in the box. It might be late, but it's always great. And with that, the season comes to a close. 7th place means playoffs confirmed. Standing in our way for the semis is Swindon, who finished just outside the autos. Top gunner Nichols 11 and 8. So the team to face is our strongest. John, King and Dawson all get their start. Whoa, Jimmy, I know you're hanging them up, man, but there might be something more afoot. Your stick's not even touching the ground, man. But at Meadowbank for the first, nerves are at a 10. Mark's half the man he normally is. But a big show he needed in the first leg. Come on, Dorking, up the Wanderers. Let's get straight into these lot. I don't want to be taking a hangover into the next leg. Pressing hard, but this is the danger. As soon as they beat our press, they're in. Marshy covering well done. Danger here, this geezer. Looks a bit of a handful. Marshy, you got to help out. Tony Craig doesn't know where he is. The old man, not a clue. Charlie Carter does really well. And now we're on a break again here. If we can do this, we can choose these passes well. Dan Gallagher drive us. Where are we going? Give it into the King. It's terrible, Dan Gallagher. He's won it back though. That's what he's there for. Wanted Dawson on it though. Ah, and that's a corner. We'll take that corner though, referee. Absolutely. Chance for a ball into the box here, Dorks. You swing one in. Smith, Craig, I don't care. Ooh. Get your head on it. It's a great ball in. Rutherford's in there. Oh, is he going to get there though? Alfie, you ain't got there. And now, Nichols on the charge. Top goal scorer, top assister. He's their danger man. Brennan camping behind him. Tony Craig. Again. Oh, gets left. Dawson around it. Good lad, Dawes. The little man, the little winger. Doing a centre-back job. No! Walshy. Alfie comes out for it. Back into Dawes. Oh, Dawes, you got to get there. Little 1-2. Dan Gallagher. Blocks you off, though. Kingy. There's an extra man. There's an extra man. And it's Marshy! Get you, Marshy! The man who has literally been our saviour all season comes back with a biblical goal early doors in this playoff semi-final first leg. He was always the extra man. No one was with him. No time to take a touch. But the touch was that of one R. Kelly himself. Illegal. Mark loves it. Right, it's a good start then, boys. But we've got to keep up this pressure. We can put these to bed. Scary bit of quality on the break, though. And this is what 5 at the back does. But I tell you what, if we keep playing the way we're playing, Dawson, heavy touch again. Get your feet under control, son. This is not Kevin Bacon. This is not Footloose. John coming back in. Little false 9, I love it. Marsh, you've let your man go, though. Oh, and Charlie Carter's missed him. And Tony Craig gets a great chance, and it's a terrible miss. Just like your patchy beard, son. You want to have that looked at? Dermatologist. I am not one. Little couple 1-2s, and straight away I can see Dawes peeling off this geezer like a sunburn in the beaches of the Alicante. Ball in and chance. Chance at a ball in. Alfie Rutherford was waiting, didn't get to him, and now I'm worried. Kingy. Nice Marsh. Spread it then. Nice. And that's half time. We'll take it, lads. A cheeky little advantage to take in. We will take. Marshy, unbelievable. He might be going. I don't want to say this about him. I didn't want to say this in front of him. But this lad, he'll go right to the very top. Right to the very top. Now Charlie Carter coming back. Trying to marshal. Charlie Carter. Honestly, box to box, there's no one better in this league. Go on, Davo. Also. Little drop. Oh my God, Marshy, you're completely free again, son. Bang one. He won! He might have done it. He might have put Dorking Wanderers on a train to Wembley already. We ain't even played. We ain't even played the full first. What are you lot doing? What are you three playing at? Mark, get into him. I'm not having this. It's a great ball. And I knew as soon as it got down to him, he was just going to sweep it in like a janitor at a primary school. No DBS check. I know him from down the pub. He's a bit of a wrong gun. Do you know what I mean? He's harmless. White tips. White tips to Snowden. What is he doing? Oh, it's a great ball. Danger. Walshy, you got to be big. Well done. He's offside anyway. Doesn't matter though. He is coming for Harrison Fulks. And he's been business. Alfie Rutherford has been exceptional. Danger no there now. Oh, danger no. Butterworth. He's got a chance to give him in. Tony Craig hasn't followed him. Walshy again. I tell you what, this little man, I thought was going to be absolutely toshing goal. And he's actually a bit good. Couple changes then. Dawson off. Dunn on. We've brought Charlie Carter off. And Vincent comes on. Out wide, we've got Denon Lewis as well. Just to see this game out. Tell you what, Smith. He's carried on his run here. Little. Oh, Dunny. Okay, we've won us a free kick. I don't know who on this pitch is even half decent at free kicks. By the look of it, absolutely no one. Oh, it's got to be Vincent, innit? Can you put it beyond him? Can you put it beyond him? Frankie Vince. Sweep this one in. That's too much on it. Frankie Vincent. Ah! That's done it! That has got to be. See you later. Swindon brushed aside. And the Dorking Wanderers will be featuring, surely will be featuring in the League 2 playoff final. We've never got this far, lads. In an RTG, in a creator club, we've never seen such things. Oh, that's the wrong ball. God, these manual controls are difficult. Nice. Little one from McShane. Back into McShane. Back across. Ah, just weren't enough on it. But that's got to be it, referee. We will take that all day. 3-0 drumming of Swindon. They had a couple chances, but we were just dominant. We were professional. We did what we needed to do. And that should take us through to the final. So taking a 3-0 lead from the first leg, no need to play the second. And the B team get it done. So in the final down at Wembley, it's Chesterfield who's standing our way, who slapped us about in the first game of the season. But we're a different beast now. Their gaffer's still bricking it, marks in his head. Chesterfield lining up in the 4-2-3-1 with Mandeville, their danger man. But with Captain Carter leading out a new look Dorking side, can these boys become the first ever CMK side to fire us to League 1 at the first time of asking? Here we go then, Dorking. Never in CMK history, in our first season, have we been promoted with anyone. With Halzoin, with Stourbridge, with Sorrento, or Benidorm. It's always took us a little bit of a bedding in season. But these lads, they don't want to lie in. They just want to get straight at it. Just standing him. Oh, Dawes. Let your man go. Ball in. Danger. Very much so danger. It's an absolute little wet fart of a finish, isn't it? Little 1-2, Charlie Carter. They are blocking that off every single time, you know. But that will mean a little bit more space in this midfield. Gallagher! Oh, that might be the play. Marshy as a bit of a decoy. Shift it on. Oh, mate, the shape on it as well. Thought Andy Armas had stepped in the room. Dawes, can you find him? Oh, he's just about done it as well. Charlie Carter. Marsh! Oh. Smithy does well, though. Gets back round it. Beautiful ball out to Dawson, and that's what we need to do. We need to be stretching him. That ball over the top. Marshy, get on it. Straight back into him. Alfie Rutherford. Dawson! Oh, how's he saved that? What a flowing move. How on earth has the keeper got any sort of touch to that? You lucky man. You lucky man. This little midfield. Nice, nice. Oh, Tom. Just give it to yourself, yeah? That little ball. Nice. John. Chance to swing one. Ah. Oh. Oh, what are you doing? And that is half time. Oh, it's a tight one. I've felt tight ones in the past, believe me. I've been in and out of them. And this is certainly an extremely, extremely strong grip hold. No, he's gone again. Charlie Carter, though, will win it back. And this is a chance here. Marsh, get on your bike. Get on your bike, Marshy. Ball in. Chance. Dawson this time! What have I got to do? What have I got to do to get it past this keeper? Dawson, you've had two. You've had two big chances, you know. Denon Lewis is sitting on that bench thinking, Gaffer, when are you going to stick me on? Ball in. Kinga. No. John. On. On one again. Marshy. Chance! Oh, my God. This keeper needs to absolutely do one. You big blockhead. Get out of that net. And they get someone on the edge. Ball in. Smithy. Marshy. Go on. Hits one. Oh, Donis has done us. Brennan Camp. Shouldn't have brought you out. Shouldn't have pulled you out of position, son. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Changes need to be afoot. We're going to go. I don't really want to take Dan Gallagher off. McShane. Go on, McShane. Go and win it for us on your final appearance. And we're going to do Vincent. Yeah, Vincent can do the mopping. Marshy. Stay with him. Great. Great tackle, Marshy. And McShane can bring us forward. And that right ball could have Marshy away. Alfie Rutherford! And that's done! 86th minute. Playoff final. And it is the Dorking boy, born and bred, Alfie Rutherford, who's been on fire this season. And he has just lit the touch paper that could mean it rockets Dorking Wanderers into League One at the first time of asking. Jimmy McShane, instrumental in it. Great ball to Marshy. He used his pace to open it up. And when their legs are kimbo, you know Alfie Rutherford, he's always going to stick it in raw. Berry, coming forward. Berry. Not like this. Not like this, lads. Brennan Camp's completely out of position. Donis, give it away. Trying for one more. McShane, driving. Alfie Rutherford, he's through for the second. Alfie, finish it! It's done! It's dusted! Call it promotion. Dorking Wanderers are history makers. And I tell you what, it's the real life Dorking boys making it happen for Big Marky White. Referee, call it. Call it there. It's done. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see Charlie Carter with his hands around some girth. Could the script have been written any more perfect? I don't think it could, you know. What there? We having no podium. That's a great shirt, but that's not what I want to be looking at right now. Who's wearing check flannel in 2025 anyway? But here he is, Captain Carter, to lift the League Two playoff trophy. Get in the Dorks! And I tell you what, as history makers, it had to be Dorking, didn't it? There's a feeling about this series, you know. There's a feeling about these boys. There's something very, very special in the works down in Dorking. And these boys are front and centre for it. So then a quick look at the top performers of this season, and of course it had to be Ewan Marsh, 19 and 9 in all comps, and joint top goal scorer for the season. Alfie Rutherford, the other gunslinger, 12 and 3, and Patrick Glover with 11. Didn't score one of them with you, son. And top assisters were Denon Lewis and Charlie Carter with 11 and 10 respectively. And sad news to end the episode, Alfie Rutherford has done one through the conservatory door. Don't know what's going on with career mode at the minute, but I'm absolutely fuming. To Falkirk as well. What are you playing at, Alf? With that being said, who are we bringing in for next season? I've done some scouting around on the free agents, some absolutely tasty options. Ross Stewart, Dale Fry, and Emre Moore, some of the standouts. And then some others I've been scouting. I'm looking for young, decent potential, and of course, they have to have a real face. But I need you lot to get in the comments and tell me who from this list you want me to sign, and also, have you got any scouting options of your own? The one lad who's pretty much a banker, Leighton Clarkson, looks like he's got Dorking Wanderers written all over him. And as for the Youth Academy stars, they need a good makeover. So get down in the comments and tell me what we're doing with these young men. But with that being said, lads, that is episode 1 of Dorking Wanderers career mode in FC26 done, dusted. If you haven't already, make sure that you drop it a like. Make sure that you get down and comment what you want to see. Big shout out to the first member, Dave Brown. And if you want to get involved, link in the description for that as well. But as always, it's much love from me. I'll see you next Saturday. And peace!